Back here.
Why?
Because this is a traffic stop, sir. Hey,
go away.
Show me your hands.
In my car.
No.
Go away, my car. Tell me casa.
No. Come over here.
Drive it.
Come over here. Stop. Show me your hands. Show me your hands.
No take it.
Show me your hands. Show me your hands right now. Drop it. Drop it. Drop it right now.
Folks, you're watching Dash Cam without audio. The audio will kick in here in a moment. Just for some background, what you're watching is the buffering time from when his light leave for speeding. Now he's attempting, New Mexico State Police is attempting to make a traffic stop.
Hey, what are you doing? Huh? I'm trying to pull you over. Step back here.
Why?
Because this is a traffic stop, sir. Hey,
go away.
Show me your hands.
In my car.
No.
Go away, my car. Tell me casa.
No. Come over here.
Drive it.
Come over here. Stop. Show me your hands. Show me your hands.
No take it.
Show me your hands. Show me your hands right now. Drop it. Drop it. Drop it right now. Drop it. 569, shots fired, suspect down. Shots fired, shots fired.
Air step 3, air step 3.
Put that gun down now. Put that gun down.
Take on, who is that?
Sir.
Traffic sign is rising, shots fired, suspect down, Manzano and Sierra Vista.
Five, 6, 9, 10 to 55.
2055, anyone outstanding?
Negative.
ET4, so come get a hold of County and have them come assist, and then get a hold of on call. We're working on it.
5, 6, 9, we're behind the house. Pay for that 2850. Suspect with him. 603, make sure you do this time. Not to pick up.
Negative tonight at a 20, correction, 04 gray Dodge active at a local. Return to that same address. Can you give me the address one more time? Because I'm showing them behind the street. I just want to make sure I'm going the right way.
Okay, folks, that's your first case. It was the New Mexico State Police on routine patrol, clocks a vehicle for a speeding violation, attempts to make a traffic stop. The car doesn't yield to the lights and sirens eventually. Goes to his, evidently his domicile, his home, pulls into the backyard, and that's when he encounters police. Upon being notified that this was a traffic stop, the New Mexico State Patrolman explains that the subject reaches back into his vehicle and comes back out with a firearm, and this caused the state trooper to respond with gunfire, shooting the individual. The individual died of his wounds. Are there any questions that we have, or any portion of the video we'd like to see again?
Can I see the part where he's already down and they shoot him again? Because I'm not sure where the gun is at that point.
Sure, let's get there. Let's check that out. Let's start there. Let's see what.
Show me your hands. Show me your hands. Show me your hands right now. Drop it. Drop it. Drop it right now. Drop it. 569 shots fired. Suspect down.
That let you see what you needed to see?
Yeah, because the first time I didn't see the gun still in his hand. That time it was very obvious the gun was still in his hand. Thank you.
How much of a difference would it make to you if you couldn't actually see the gun in his hand?
If I couldn't see the gun in his hand, I would think the first time he shot him, I thought would have been reasonable. The second time, I would have questioned myself on that one because I can't see it.
Because you personally couldn't see it in the video, you would question that?
Yes.
Okay.
I would question it. But the first time, like I said, it was obvious. I could see the gun, But the second time when he was down was where I questioned if it was, too much for the second time. Well,
and I don't want to get into that too much. We'll talk about that in deliberations. But I was just curious if you couldn't actually see it in the video, how much of a factor was that for you? I want to welcome Patriot and Nola to the stage. I think we've had some issues. I think Lisa had to drop out. So Patriot, you're awesome for jumping in and making the fifth juror for us on the panel tonight. Welcome.
Thank you. I'm glad to be here.
Glad to have you. Does anybody have any questions or any other portion of the video they want to see? Are we ready to go into deliberations and talk about this?
Joe, I wouldn't mind seeing just when the driver of the vehicle was just prior to him exiting his vehicle.
Like he's still in the vehicle?
Well, I'm trying to get a gist of when the officer had walked up on him. That's what I was trying to figure out.
Give me just a second here. I've got a bit of a new setup, and I'm not sure if I like it. It's got me kind of sideways right now. I'm going to move it. Give me a second. Okay, so you want to see him still inside the vehicle, right?
Yeah, just prior to him exiting.
Let's try that.
Hey! What are you doing?
Wrong way.
Huh?
Wrong way.
I'm trying to pull you over. Step back here.
Right.
Because this is a traffic stop, sir.
Vete para allá.
Hey,
Go away.
show me your hands.
Vete para allá, me dejar.
No, no,
Go away, me dejar. Ven mi casa.
no. Come over here.
Drive it.
Come over here.
Vete para allá.
Stop. Show me your hands. Show me your hands.
Yo te dije.
Show me your hands. Show
Hey,
me your
Julie.
hands right now. Drop it. Drop it.
Did that help?
Yes, my concern was more at the point in time when the officer had unholstered and had drawn. So I understand now.
Okay.
I'm ready to deliberate.
Let's put up a clock, Big Ron. Let's clock it.
There's my clock.
Okay, I'm gonna go to Bob first. Bob, and jurors, what we do at the first round is just give me a quick 30-second rundown, 45-second rundown on what you thought about the video, just where you're leaning, or any issues that you may have. And let's get everyone's opinion, and then we'll come back around again, and we'll get a little more condensed until we get to a verdict. Bob, that's what I want from you first is what's your initial impression on this video?
Well, the guy seemed to be unable to operate a motor vehicle correctly. And once he did stop after he obviously run over a lot of stuff, he was very aggressive based on his body language and his words that came out of his mouth. Honestly, I think that the guy had bad intentions even if the cop wasn't there, from what I saw. But that's what I think. Just because I don't think anything would have been come out of where his destination was.
And I want to add this factor in here for our jurors. Anyone, including a police officer, has the right to use deadly force to defend themselves or a third person from serious bodily injury and or death. So what we're looking for in all our decisions tonight is an average officer in this with the same set of circumstances, would they have had a credible fear for their life? And if the answer is yes, then it doesn't matter if they shoot or they hit them with a tomahawk. You have the right to use any means to defend your life if you have a credible fear. Just kind of what we're looking at now. Did that New Mexico State trooper have a reasonable fear for his life when he used deadly force? So, and Bob, I think you covered it well on what I'm not going to come back to you, but from there, I want to go to Alan. Alan, what's your initial opinion of this video?
I mean, right off the hop, I mean, you can see that it was a blatant disregard for the officer's lights. And I know we can't really put ourselves in the mindset of the driver, but it seems obvious that he disregarded initially based on the fact that he lived down around the corner. But it was still running. It was still a free-based type idea. And whether that was because he doesn't speak English, that kind of escalated the situation. I had thought that the officer had drawn too late, but then I understood from rewatching that it was much better. We can't see the gun from the individual, but I'm pretty sure that once the officer had raised his gun, that that's when he saw it, and that was what is most important.
Let's talk about seeing the gun. So you're a trooper. You turn around and try to make a rightful, legal traffic stop. The operator of the motor vehicle doesn't yield by law they should, doesn't yield to your traffic lights, continues down, drives to their house. Now, he doesn't drive on a long pursuit where you see it on with 5 o'clock news. He just drives a block or two into his backyard. He drives into the backyard of his own residence, gets out, tells the officer to go away. And in Spanish, he says, "My casa." He's saying, "This is my house." He was using the home base rule. I made it home. I'm safe. Home base. But then he goes back into the vehicle. Does the officer need to see the gun to have, or is it reasonable that the officer could have a concern for their life when you're ignoring the lights to pull over? You proceed on to your home, pull into the backyard, which would be 3, and then you go back into the vehicle when you're told that it's a traffic stop to step out. Is it reasonable that the officer had a concern for his safety prior to seeing the gun?
That was a very dark situation behind that house and not a good, ideal environment for the police officer to be in, trying to do a simple little traffic stop. I don't feel. And the indication of the individual having a gun is when the officer raised his, because he did have it out in a safe angle from his body and down and away, so that no one was going to get injured in case it automatically went off somehow, and raised it to protect his own individual self.
Okay. Let's go to Linda. Linda, what's your view on this?
Well, I thought, again, like Alan said, the guy was disrespectful. When you see the lights going, you should just pull over. That's what I would do anyway. So we followed him into the backyard. When the first time he shot him, again, I'm glad that we saw that again, because I thought the police officer waited. It seemed to me a lengthy amount of time before he actually pulled his weapon, the cop. But I could see why he did it, because I couldn't see if the guy had a gun in the vehicle, but he wasn't showing his hand. So I could understand the concern there for a weapon, for him to have a weapon, even if I couldn't see it at that point.
Right. And when we look at these, we have to look at the totality of the circumstances. That means
I agree.
all
It
the,
looked like
all
I
the
kind of
things.
did kind of see that he was hesitant about putting his second arm out there or second hand out there, because he was reaching for something. And, in the officer's defense, he didn't know exactly what he was reaching for. It was Joe did say that there was a gun, and I do believe that, if you show somebody your gun or your weapon, you better be willing to use it. In the officer's defense, I believe it was necessary for him to actually use. It was him versus him, at that point.
So you're leaning towards
The video
it
wasn't
seems
clear.
reasonable.
I would like to see that part again. Is that Linda that spoke on that?
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, so I'm glad you asked to see it again, because it wasn't clear for me either the first time.
So you're leaning towards it seems reasonable
That's
that
thinking.
the officer had a fear. Yeah. Is my audio coming through? Mic check 1 2 3 1 2 3.
Yes.
Yep, you're good, Joe.
Okay.
We're having some audio issues with some of the calls. Keep on pushing. We're working it.
No worries. So, but Tabs is leaning towards reasonable. I think that's where everyone is at this point. What about Patriot and Nola? What do you think? What's your initial view on this?
I think the officer was correct in what he did, because the guy wouldn't get away from the vehicle, and you could tell he was just up to no good. So I agree with the officer.
He's up to no good, so
Yeah.
it's time to go get Western.
Yeah, when he started reaching back in his truck, and yeah.
Okay. It doesn't sound like anybody's hung up on this. Why don't we try to bank our time, if you will, because we've had some issues the last couple of weeks, not even get through all 5 videos. Unless anybody has any reservations, I'm ready to vote. You guys ready to vote? Yeah?
Well, certainly.
I am.
Yes.
Let's do it. I'm going to you first, Bob. What's your vote? Reasonable or not?
I ain't supposed to say no, Bill, but it was reasonable.
You can say reasonable, or you can say no, Bill. You guys can use either terminology. Linda, your vote.
Reasonable.
Alan, how say you?
Reasonable, Joe.
Tabs, how do you weigh in? We having issues with Tabs audio? Sounds like we might be. Patriot, Nola. What
Reasonable.
do you say? Reasonable?
Yes.
Folks, that's going to be 4 out of 5. We still working with Tabs audio?
Yes.
All right, we'll go ahead and post it, though. No matter which way she went, it would have been a reasonable force, and I think she was reasonable as well.